Well, good morning, Roswell. Matt Miller here. Thought I would come to you, give you a little bit of an update on some things, also point to where we're heading in our new series. So just wanted to also just say hello and give a chance to just greet you in the midst of these crazy times we're in. First, an update. I know that several of you have been asking, okay, in the midst of all the uncertainty and the fact that we're not gathering together, how is the church doing financially? Are there any ways in which you guys can help? So for those of you that have been asking, thank you so much. Here's kind of the simple update. The first couple months of COVID, we did great. We were able to meet budget requirements. In the last couple months, May and June, we've been averaging about $8,000 or so behind the giving. So we've been spending about $8,000 more from our budget than the giving has come in. So if you've been giving, we want to continue to say thank you. If you've been ongoingly supporting Roswell, as you have many of you for years, thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of you may have fallen off in the midst of the transition back to online church and everything. So if you want to jump back in, you can do so by jumping on our website. You can go to the Give tab there, and you can follow all the instructions or go to our app. And we would love for you to be a part of what God is doing here. And if you're new or if you joined us online, there's several of you that have started attending Roswell Community Church online, and we're so glad that you've come to check out Roswell, even though we haven't been able to be together yet. So if that's you, I just want you to know that your investment in what God is doing at Roswell, and really more through Roswell, through the people of Roswell, through y'all, is a really significant and powerful investment. So we would love for you to be a part of that. But that's kind of the update of where we are. We have 1 month left in our kind of our fiscal year, and so we'll be talking a little bit more specifically about that in August as we head into the future. Speaking of future, this Sunday we're going to be kicking off a new series. This series is called One Story, and it's really a pre-series, if you will. It's kind of a prequel to where we're going to be focusing the rest of this entire year as we do a full walk through the Bible week by week, and all of us together read through the scriptures as a community. Again, more of that to come in August, but for right now, we're going to spend the next 6 weeks doing, in a sense, a flyover, hitting 6 key areas of the scriptures in a way that helps us understand that, well, frankly, that God's been up to a mission, a purpose, and a progress of redemption in the lives of his people from the very beginning. And what's really good news, and frankly, hopefully this is centering for us, is that in the midst of dark times, which we see in the scriptures, in the midst of uncertain times, like we're living right now, or in the midst of real times of blessing and flourishing, God is at work. He's doing something. And right now, I happen to know, because I talked to some of y'all, that God has some of you in dark days, some of you in uncertain days, and others of you are flourishing. And so just want you to know, like, this series is an opportunity to invite you into the long story of God that he's been writing and that he's writing up till this day. So join us on Sunday as we kick off this new series, One Story. By the way, speaking of joining us on Sunday, we want you to know that we're aware of all the things that are going on. We keep very close tabs on the Georgia Department of Health and on the trends. And here's what we're at right now. We actually feel very good and very secure in the processes and the procedures we have in place for when people gather here at the church. What we felt we were going to go and do for the next few weeks in order to keep an eye on where things are is to just drop the number of folks in the building from 75 down to 50. We feel like that actually provides even a little bit more guarantee of enough room and space and no considerations for less risk. But honestly, we feel very, very good about how it's been able to play itself out. Many of you have come and gotten to see what that looked like. And so we want you to know that whether or not you're ready to come back to live church, or whether or not it's still too early, or frankly, it's just not going to work with masks and your kids, like, we totally get that. We want you to know that we're excited about having community together, about following Jesus together, about being the kind of people who are formed by the Spirit of God into the image of Christ. That's who we want to be, right? And so whether we're at home or here, we're living that out, wanting to see more of that be true in each and every one of us. So if you can come on Sunday, bring your favorite mask. This is the favorite mask. Otherwise, you can wear a mask at home if you'd like. But just know that you're loved, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday and hopefully soon to a little bit more normalcy. Have a great week.